Red War Z. Late 2000, probably whatever year, but there's war going on in Cherno. The whole island was full of enemies and army people. Who can they trust or what not to do? Bodies dropped, bodies dropped. The enemies' bodies were dropping, so were the U.S. Marine Corps. But there was nothing they can do to stop whatever happened here. This is how it started. There's a lot of people dying. Bullets in people's body, people crying, suffering, want mercy. But it wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't. Not anymore. What happened here? So now, the enemies try to take over the U.S. freaking airfield. So us, the enemies, were trying to take us all on, but they were killing us. Our men were dying. Lots of them. The independents were there. But then greatly to see what was going on. Man after men were dropping, people were dying. Lots of people. The independents all got overrun and died. There's nothing we could do to save them. Nothing. Nothing ever happened to them. We didn't know what the enemy were planning. We didn't. Enemies were dropping on that side too. They were. But what could they do? One was crawling to somewhere. But where was he crawling? People were suffering and dying. Suffering and dying. What happened? Two helicopters rushed in to try to get the enemies out of there. One failed to succeed, while the other was getting covered by the other people trying to escape with the helicopter. But were they able to manage? Our people are still alive, about 4 or 5 of them. Not much can stop them. They're still under fire, heavy fire, compared to the helicopter that was shooting at them. Next, the helicopter tried to make a fly for it. But will it make it, we said. We don't know. As it lifted off, the heavy fire was shooting it. Heavy fire was shooting it, but before you know it, it wasn't a good sight what happened to it. Was it 50 happy or 50 sad, whatever happened to the helicopter? Before you even knew it, the helicopter crashed into the tree. We don't know if it was a misunderstanding or fire. Fire bullets, firepower hitting the helicopter that made it crash. Next, we saw this helicopter that was carrying some secret thing. We don't know what it was. It started flying out of Chernos, trying to fly to Chernos. But whatever happened to it, we don't know. We heard that the weather, that's what we heard, may have had something to do with the crash. After that crash, something bad happened. People were eating people. What was going on? Blood on people's body. Looked like bike marks. They don't know what happened. But they had 2 names. Either zombies or walkers. Whatever you wanted to call them. They had huge hordes. There was people you couldn't trust. Everything was burnt down or blown up. Everybody was dead or trying to kill you. Whichever one. But the survival. Will they make it out? Will you make it out? Red War Z.